What's up, my Pungios? Andy Vlogs. Excited to share with you guys more content as always. I'm doing a couple of product reviews right before Christmas. I know there's going to be a big push. There's going to be people that return this. There's people that are going to be looking for other products that they didn't get. Today we're going to be going over the FeiyuTech G6MAX. So I'm going to be reviewing this product here, let you know if it's worth it, because there are other competitors out there like the DJI Ronin SC. This is the SC that came out a number of years ago. This is not the most recent version, but this is the best in class, I think, for those that are small filmmakers, that are amateur, that are trying to just make content and stabilize mirrorless cameras, cell phone cameras, that kind of thing. With that said, let's go ahead and unbox it. Then I'm going to go ahead and break down using the device here for you and pairing it and all that good stuff. So with that said, here is the unboxing. It feels like the case itself is just straight in there, and I'm right. They give you this somewhat foamy plastic strong box from Feiyu, and it's got a pretty simple unboxing. It's going to be in here, and it is so much smaller. Look at that. I mean, that is probably half the size of the Ronin SC. You got your tripod or extender. You've got your latch mounting plate. You've got your cables and extra information here, and then you've got the actual device itself. Inside here, you also have your charging cable. It appears that it charges via USB Type-C. It is nice and sturdy. It is very, very small. I'm hoping that this will fit my Sony. Interesting. Let's go ahead and show you guys here the product build itself. Here's your LED or LCD interface. You've got your dial for what appears to be focus or zoom, depending on the device that you're using. You've got your typical joystick here. You've got your camera, record, and photo buttons. On the back here, you've got a trigger, most likely for locking pan or tilt. On the side here, you've got a couple of extra different side buttons, as well as the charging. On the bottom, you get your 1/4-inch slot where you're going to be able to put your extender, which I'll show you right here. This is like your mini tripod if you're looking to do panos. This is a 3-axis gimbal, so you're going to have a couple of places where you're going to have to unlock it. As a comparison here is the FeiyuTech G6. Here is the Ronin SC. You can tell it's literally like twice as big. There is a huge battery here. This is probably 10 pounds. This feels about 5 to 7. It's much lighter. There's a lot of cables here that I didn't take off or care to take off. This has 3-axis gimbal. This also has the joystick as well. It does not have this little twisty thingy for focus, which is cool. It does have the thumbstick and whatnot. So there you can see the difference in size. This is very compact and sleek. Okay, inside this little box, it comes with a couple of accessories. It looks like it comes with a GoPro or action cam accessory here. It looks like it does come with a cell phone mount as well. It does have a metal build here. You got the name of the company, and I don't think it's gonna fit my iPhone, honestly. And then it comes with every single cord that you can name. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and fit my phone to the device itself. I'm going to slide it all the way to the side here. You've got a single thread here that you're going to be able to screw it to. I'm going to have it go all the way to the edge. Okay, slide it in, and then you lock it tight underneath here. Alright, the way that you stabilize this thing is pretty difficult. You're going to have to kind of finagle it. You've got all these little fine-tuning areas here that you're going to have to loosen and move it. But the idea is when you hold it up like this, it should be able to stand straight, but this is not, so I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. All right, I've got it about where I want it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. The power button is right here, like I showed you a little bit earlier. Press, and it turns on. Right now, the regular, like, turn it on, and it's got your tilt locked. It doesn't have pan locked, and it's got roll lock. And this is what you're typically going to be doing if you're going to vlog. You can have it like forward facing like this. So you can have the cradle facing forward. You come back. And if you push the the button here twice. It'll take you back to like the home position. Let's go ahead and get the app going, and let's see if we can't get it working. Okay, so I've downloaded the app. You can see it there. We're gonna go ahead and connect. I turned on the Feiyu. It's gonna say keep your device close to the gimbal. We tap find again, and it should auto connect. That's the idea here. There it is, G6MAX, pair it, and there you go. So now we've got our phone connected to the device itself. Alright, so folks, I figured out how to get to the camera. So from the app itself, instead of actually clicking on use gimbal, because we're not going to be using the phone as a controlling mechanism for the gimbal. So it appears that I don't actually need this because it's being controlled via Bluetooth. So I'm going to unplug these. This button right here is your record button. If you push it once, it's going to take a picture. If you switch the camera to video and you push it, it's now going to start recording. Press it again, it takes it off. Okay, so under the camera settings, it's showing me that it's 60 frames a second at 1080p. I don't know how to switch that. This side button by the power, this is actually going to switch your camera mode from photo to video. I don't know how to change the camera width. Really? Is it really gonna, on every picture, it's gonna put that watermark? Let me see. It seriously ruined my picture by putting a watermark on there. That's lame. That's a really poor quality picture. I mean, I can't even change the type of photos. I mean, I can change to HDR. Filter, gesture, more settings. Okay, here we go. Advanced mode, boom. Okay, there it is. Watermark off. Great, I turned off the watermark. I can't change the, I can't update the settings on the photo. That's garbage. Now, when I take the photo in the photo app, will it do it? Oh, it will. Excellent. Within the iPhone app itself, it's going to be a remote. That's great. Can I switch over to video? No. So the switch over button is not going to work. However, the photo button is going to work. I'm going to be able to take pictures just like that. That's fantastic. That's actually really, really good. I really like that. Okay. All right, folks. Now that we've already done the iPhone, let's go ahead and move on to the GoPro. And then obviously after that will be the mirrorless camera. So I've got the GoPro Hero9 with the Max Lens mod. I thought it'd be fun to be able to put it on this device here. So let's go ahead and mount it and stabilize it. All right, firstly, you're going to want to put the mount on like this. We're going to have to bring in the bench here as far as we can, the cradle, so it's closer. Let's put the GoPro on now. GoPro's on. It is very, very back heavy. And that means we need to adjust it forward a smidge. It's tilting a bit, so it's just going to take a bit for us to be able to calibrate this. I mean, I think for the GoPro, since it's so light, it's not going to be a big deal to get it perfect, but look at that. That is perfect. It's leaning a little bit too far forward, but that's not a big deal. Now it's stabled. Okay, we've got the GoPro on. Let's go ahead and connect it now. So I'm going to go into the settings here, and I'm going to go into connections, and we're going to connect the device. I'm going to go on my phone, and I'm going to connect you that device. Okay, it's connected. Now I need to connect via GoPro. You go into the GoPro setting. You go to, what? It won't connect to a 9? Alright, now from here we're going to connect via GoPro. We need to go into the GoPro and change the connection to 2.4. We're going to preferences, connections, Wi-Fi band, 2.4. So now that I've got the settings that I want, I need to connect my device on the GoPro app. I'm going to control my device. It's going to connect to the GoPro. I'm going to enable preview. Alright, so now I've got the preview. Now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to tap GoPro Hero 8. It's going to look for the Wi-Fi and it should be there. There it is, GoPro Hero 8. And then I'm just going to hit confirm. I found the password. It's in the camera info section. You can find your password. It's a random password. And then I'm going into connections and I'm connecting via remote. Let's see if it'll connect the remote. This is a nightmare. I'm done. Yep, it doesn't connect to the GoPro. I can't connect it. Ugh, this is frustrating. I'm done. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and affix this to the device. So I'm gonna get the quick mounting plate here that it comes with, and we're gonna mount it real quick. Okay, I'm gonna have it on the side right here like this. According to the instructions, it tells me first I need to do the tilt axis. So the tilt is this first axis. Okay, that's as far over right here as I can go. But I want it forward. Okay, you're just gonna have to like fine tune it and finagle it where it needs to go. So the idea here is that it needs to be level, like with the body of it. So you need to pull this back more. The body of it needs to fit about parallel with this here. And I think I'm good right there. All right. Now, these straps are throwing things off. I feel like I have to have the body back more. And then this arm here on the back will allow me to position this over more so it comes here. Ooh. Oh, look at that. That is completely balanced. We'll let the gimbal itself do the rest of the fine tuning, but I think we've got it for the most part. Okay, so I balanced it. Let's go ahead and turn it on now. Alright. Hold on. Nope, that's not working. Alright, let's see if this works. Hold on, slow it down. There we go. Darn it. Something might be loose. Okay, there we go. No, hold on. It's vibrating. It's doing weird stuff. What is it doing? I can't calibrate. Hold on. That's no good. Dang, I can't get it to balance. This lens might be too big. It might be too heavy too. Hold on. Okay, I've been fiddling with this for like an hour. I can't get it to stabilize. There we go. Oh, I was so close. Dang. Alright, so it's a new day, and I got really frustrated yesterday because of this I don't know, this balancing act that you have to do, and I finally got it balanced. It's completely tightened on all four axes, and it's completely square the best I can. There's a little tilt, but that's okay. I'm hoping here that it should work. So I fully charged it to make sure that it wouldn't wobble again because it was weak and didn't have full charge. So let's go ahead and hold it up. This is the fourth time I've balanced it. It's a little bit different. I've got the pan here up a little bit higher. I've got the tilt. I've got the barrel way to the right. And then I've got the pitch a little bit better. So we'll see if this works. It's a little crooked. Oh my gosh, I can't get it. This is irritating. Okay, it doesn't work with this lens. That's the second lens it doesn't work with. There's no reason to use this if I can't use it with this lens. Honestly, there's no reason. I've got one more lens. It's the stock lens. Okay, I've got the camera itself stable. It's sitting right there in its cradle just fine. It's about where I need it to be. I think I'm going to back it up just a little bit, actually. It needs to be right over the post itself. Okay. And it's stable. I'm going to lift it up. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we've got stability. So the only lens that I can use is this stock lens. It's the 3.5 to 5.6 f-stop, 16 to 50. That's all that'll do. That's so annoying. So I am able to control the recording. This is what it looks like here on my face. So there it goes in selfie view. It looks pretty good. It's not too wobbly, but I mean, this isn't feasible. There's no reason for me to use this because I don't have my really nice lens on it. I'm not going to shoot a video on this. And then even still, it still wobbles like this. I don't have any accessories on it. I'm just holding it and it's pretty stable. And I'm holding the trigger to keep the tilt in play, but the panning is a little jittery. I think I have to go into the settings to make sure that it's like a slower pan. So now I've pushed the function button and pan and tilt are completely locked, and barrel. So it's gonna hold its position where it's at. I'm gonna hold down the trigger. That's gonna allow me to resume pan. I use the adjustment wheel to control the tilt. Okay, so I've connected it now to my phone and had it via Wi-Fi connected to the device. The problem is I can't control zoom. It's not letting me control the zoom. I can only control the pan and tilt here. But from the phone, I can tell it to unlock pan and tilt and just lock roll. Tootsie, you're the best. Thanks, Tootsie. So from the phone, I can tap this button right here, and that unlocks the pan and the tilt. So now I can follow along. Monsieur Susie. And then if you hold down the trigger, it'll lock the pan and tilt. Hi, Teets. Yeah. Go, Sissy, go. Alright, folks. Well, I have my final verdict here. It's a good gimbal. It's a good gimbal if you've only got one lens and you don't plan on doing much else. The most frustrating part is that you cannot have any bigger lens than the stock lens that it comes with. So if you were like me that bought this camera with the larger lens, this isn't going to work for you. You're going to need the device that's bigger. You're going to need the device that carries more than 2.7 pounds. You need at least 3.5. And the problem is the bump from this stabilizer to the next is a hefty amount. And so you're going to have to kind of pick your battles. If you want this to be your cell phone or your action camera stabilizer, then good on ya. But the thing is there's way cheaper options out there for the cell phone or for the action cam, like namely DJI. The DJI Osmos 3 is way better and much cheaper than this because this price point is $230. There's also other third-party stabilizers here for your action camera that are much better. So I don't know. I don't really know the verdict for this. I mean, it does what you want it to do. It's got pan lock, it's got tilt lock, it's got follow along, it's got app integration. You can connect the device here to your camera and you can click record and take pictures with it. You can do time lapse. There's all these features, but the issue is the execution. And it doesn't hold any larger a lens than the stock lens that it came with. And so those are my biggest gripes here. I've reviewed all 3 modes that it advertised. I went through all of the different features as best as I could, and I spent hours trying to stabilize this device, and I can't in good confidence recommend this device, man. And especially at the price point that it's at, it's almost like you should just spend the extra $100 or so to get one from DJI. That's going to give you all the features, all the connectivity, and maybe a little bit heavier. But if it can stabilize my full device and it's a little bit heavier, I'm fine with it. But this can't hold it. This can't hold my mirrorless camera. It doesn't connect with the GoPro, and with my phone, the in-camera app isn't good. The one caveat is that you can connect to your phone through the iPhone app and you can control it that way. That's probably the best part of this. Otherwise, I mean, it's not a good product. So I can't in good faith recommend this to you guys. With that said, guys, check down below or up in the cards for any of my other reviews. Make sure you take care of each other. With much love, signing off with Andy and Andy Vlogs. Thank you.